Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. This is Elma, the non-tech techie, and today I have the founder of Typeflo, Hrithik. Now, this is very interesting because I actually did test his app. We had a very in-depth discussion before we agreed to do a live stream, and what and then I actually tested the app fully, like really from start to finish. So I did a niche research. Of course, I used a different software for that. In fact, I used CrowQ AI. Then I wrote the blog on Google Docs. And then I went to Typeflo and followed the very simple instructions on how to set up the new blog. And I am actually blogging in minutes. So the research took me about an hour, but writing the blog, maybe another 15 minutes to write it. And then once I've already written the blog, I went to Typeflo, and within 15 minutes, I set up the blog. It's that simple. And this actually is quite interesting because we know a lot of people are using WordPress, and I have a lot of headaches with WordPress. But this is for those who do not like those headaches, those who do not like the boring, maybe for me it's boring or time consuming task of updating your WordPress site each and every time there's a new update on your plugins and anything like that. So here we don't have all those headaches. And yeah, so it's very, very interesting. And I'm so happy that the founder, Ritik, agreed to do a live stream with us. So before we start, or before I introduce Ritik, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe to my channel, and you actually will get more live streams like this where I talk to founders and we discuss how to use the application or their software, and we also get to pick up a lot of tips and tricks, not only on how to use the software, but also how to run your business. So here we go. So thank you so much, everyone. And hello, Ritik. So first of all, thanks for agreeing to do a live stream with us. And can you please introduce yourself and how did you come up with Typeflo?
Hi Elma, thanks first of all for inviting me to your Facebook group and to this live stream. So to give me the opportunity to showcase Typeflow to your audience, and also for testing out Typeflow. I was actually looking, to your website and seeing, okay, you're doing this. So yes, it looked that okay, you figured it out pretty easily. So I guess we have done a decent job on that aspect,
I'm
and
not techie, so if I can follow it, then it must be simple.
that's the aim, to keep it simple for the non-techies and even for the techies to still keep it simple, because you do not need to take the headaches if there is an easier option out there. So yes, talking about me, my background myself comes from WordPress itself. I started my journey, not my career actually, because I was still in university in college when I began making WordPress websites. So I was around 19 20 years that time, and I started making websites first for local businesses in my area, and the business slowly grew, and we got some good clients, some e-commerce ones, some MNCs, like software companies, and a couple of international clients for whom we developed various e-commerce and informative websites, some blogging websites too. So what the problem, I didn't know of the problem that time. It was just there somewhere out there that WordPress started out as a blogging platform by itself, but over time it has turned out to be used for so many things except for blogging, like for e-commerce, for memberships, for listing websites. People are using it for a lot of different things, so it makes it quite challenging and complex for a lot of people if their motive is just to do blogging. And that is how the origin of something like Typeflo came up. And we are getting a lot of questions that, okay, we understand that you're trying to make a simpler blogging platform, but then why are you using Google Docs? So the origin of this was also that most of the people for whom we developed the websites And when they started writing blog posts on their websites, most of them would actually start drafting their content on Google Docs. And this was obviously a little before the AI and the GPT wave in last year. So now, of course, the content creation has become very easy. But still, like, if right now also, if you want to actually make valuable content, you have to still edit the AI content to your liking. And for that also, Google Docs is a great tool. It has a great collaboration feature. You can have your teammates comment with you on Google Docs, and you can also share drafts of your posts before publishing it to your website. So most blogging platforms try to build these features within their platform itself. But of course, they cannot be that powerful because Google Docs has already done it very well, and they're like the biggies in this industry. So this is why we thought, instead of making an entire CMS ourselves, which is again we need to build everything from scratch, why not use Google Docs as the content management system, so that half of the problem is solved by Google Docs and the other half of the problem will be solved by us. So yes, this is the origin and beginning of Typeflo, and we have already got quite a bit of people, using Typeflo very actively. Quite a few startups, SaaS startups, and quite a few individuals. I was actually even happy to see some people blogging in different languages. Like we in India, especially, like I mean, even though India has a lot of languages, but we all just write in English. We mostly communicate in English, but then I saw some people make blogs in French, some people make blogs in Thai, I believe. So that felt nice that the LTD community has already adapted to Typeflow so quickly. Yes, that's from my side about about me and about how Typeflow began.
Good. So it's already in different languages, Thai, or is a dashboard Thai, or the blog is Thai?
No, the dashboard is only in English for now, and I don't think we
Okay.
would want to add multilingual languages to the blog to our dashboard right now because it becomes quite complex. We may see it sometime in the future, not right now. But what we have done is we have added translation strings for all the hard coded words on your Typeflow blog. So if like the dates, for example, the the times, the month names, all of that is translatable to any language of your choice. Yeah,
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because it might. Okay, okay, that makes sense. So the dashboard is in English, but the blog can be in any language,
that's
right?
right. So the person
Okay,
who's making the blog will need to know English, but their audience could read it in their I mean, the language they are blogging in. And even so, for our 2024 quarter one plans, we would be most likely introducing an AI translation tool so that you can write in your primary language and you can add some selected languages. If your audience is French, German, or if it is Spanish, or if it is Thai, we can use GPT to translate the posts to those specific languages. That is something planned in terms of translation in the next couple of months.
okay, that's cool. So now let's have a look at Typeflow. Do you mind to share your screen and show us how we can easily set up our blogs in Typeflow?
Yeah, definitely. Would you like to me to show you our showcase first? I spent a decent
Yes,
amount of
yes,
time,
no problem.
and I guess it'll make a lot of people understand, what to actually expect from Typeflow right now. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Awesome. So this is our showcase page on our website. You all can check it yourself too. And these are few blogs built on Typeflow. So I'd like to show these first because these are actually made by people who have spent a little time, and that is when your actual websites would look good. So if I spend a couple of minutes right now, obviously I can make it, but it won't look the best. So yes, let me just make open these two pages. Yes, so this is one blog. It is being used by a company called Loyally, and all of these posts are written on Google Docs. So I asked this client, that why you wanted me, why did you start using Typeflow? So their reason was pretty straightforward, that they have a team of three writers, and they easily collaborate. They first generate the articles a bit using AI. They then collaborate a little on Google Docs, and then they easily use Typeflow to publish the blog posts. So we have all the filters also. So these are basically the categories of your articles. We have all the basics like dark mode, which is necessary for blogging, that if you're reading it in night, so dark mode is a must. It will not strain your eyes. And this is another blog on Typeflow. So this is actually a single post page, how a single article would look on Typeflow. We have taken a bit of inspiration from Medium, if you would realize. So the reason also behind this is that Medium has a great looking interface, and we didn't want to reinvent the wheel. We just adapted on to top of what they have built. And you can also see over here that this blog has these custom scripts. So if you want to add your live chat widget, or if you want to add any pop-ups or any kind of embeddable content, that is easily possible. Earlier we didn't have the option of embedding YouTube videos and tables, so that is also possible now. It's not there right now, but maybe we could show it for the creation of a new blog after this. So yes, this is how the blogs look, and you can also see how fast they load. We have, like, this is known as a one-page application, sort of a app loading, that there are no refreshes once you open a Typeflow blog. There are no refreshes to open any individual page. They all open instantly. So yes,
Yeah,
this
it's
is
very fast.
yes. So this is about a few blogs built on Typeflow. We could probably also build a new blog from scratch. The only problem is, I think I've exhausted all of my emails. Uh, I guess this one is not used yet. Let's use this for now. Yes, so I'm a light mode fan. I don't like dark mode, so let me continue it in the normal light mode. And yes, so I get started. So do you want to give me a name for my blog?
The Typeflow blog.
Okay, we already have one, but yes, the Typeflow blog, and I can add a logo later. Let me see if I have some image right now. Yes, we have our Typeflow favicon, so we can use that for now maybe. And the favicon, we can use the same image. Yes, and I click on continue. I add a heading. I can add the Typeflow blog, and I'll add a subheading later on. Or let me just quickly grab a copy from our actual landing page. So yes, there are a couple of things that go on in the backend, and the website is live. So this is how your dashboard would look, and you can see that we have a very straightforward, easy to understand checklist that starts with a simple thing that you can drag and move this checklist. So yes, that is done. And let me directly get to the first point, that is adding a blog post. So let me go to my Google Docs, and I go to a blog post page. Sorry, a Google Doc document. Let's also embed a YouTube video to this blog post. Mute that. Click on share. My system seems to be a little slow.
That always happens when you do demos.
Yes, so I've got it. I right now we have to copy the embed code, but based on our feedback, we are also doing this that you just copy and paste the YouTube videos URL on a Google Doc, and we'll display that as a YouTube video. So yes, I paste it over here. And another thing, the benefit, what we also do is we actually format your Google Docs before publishing it to your Typeflo blog. So what generally happens is that when you're writing on Google Docs, many times you do not give priority to formatting because you want it to look good on the Google Doc itself. Like, if suppose content is over here, you click some enters and you start in the next line. And if you would copy and paste this directly to an existing CMS, that will not consider these spaces, and that is why there are tools built just for solving this thing for WordPress. Like GoPublish is an example which is doing this for WordPress, but we are also doing this on your new Typeflo blog. So yeah, this I have pasted a YouTube video over here. Let us also make a simple table. Uh, Insert a table. It is going to be very random right now because we'll keep it quick. Yes, so we are ready, and I click on share. I click on copy link. Another benefit of this is that we do not need any access to your Google Drive account. Our initial version needed access to your Google Drive account, but we understood that a lot of people do not want to give us access, even though it's completely safe. We can't actually do anything with your Google Drive. But yes, it's a privacy concern, and we acknowledge that. So that is why we just need the shareable URL. And you can see that other than that, we do not actually take any other details from your Google Drive account. So
Okay. Actually, there's a question in from the audience related to this
right.
URL. Okay, so Musam is asking if I give access to my Google Doc, does Typeflo has access to my other documents?
No, so that is what we do not have access to any of your other documents. We only need the shareable public URL of your Google Doc. That means if the access is set to restricted, you will not be able to publish a post on your Typeflow blog. But if the access is set to anyone with the link, it will work seamlessly. And we do not need access to your Google Docs or your Google Drive account.
Okay.
Yes, and you can see over here that the title has directly been imported from the Google Doc. I just need to add a category. I will keep it general and I assign an author. I would assign myself. So, what we are also doing is that with our upcoming Workspace extension, you will actually be able to publish a blog post right from Google Docs itself without even having to come to our Typeflow dashboard. So the first image of your Google Doc will become the featured image of your blog post. And I just need to click on publish and my blog post will be live. But we also do have some advanced settings for power users. If someone wants to add a meta title and meta description, and if you want to change the publish date, if you want to change the URL of your post, all of that is possible. We also have a scheduling feature which we released very recently. I do not have it over here because this is a new trial account. We have that feature only on specific plans once you purchase an LTD. So let me publish this post. So yes, this post is published, and let's check how it looks on our website. So this is how the blog post looks on our Typeflow blog. And you can see that the YouTube video over here has been embedded, and the table also carries the formatting as it is. And I guess these spaces, where did I put the spaces? Yes, the spaces over here also have been formatted correctly. You can see that there are no misaligns and there are no random empty spaces. So this is the single post page of our Typeflow blog, and this is the home page of our Typeflow blog, which of course looks pretty basic right now because we haven't spent much time to actually improve the page. But once you add a header to your blog, You can also add a call to action to your blog. You can set different menus for your footer, and you also can make pages using Typeflo, using our pages feature. So the only essential difference between pages and posts is that the pages do not have the pages do not have the post slug, and it does not have the category and this author information. So this is essentially used for if you want to have like terms and condition pages or privacy policy pages, or if you want to have simple pages talking about your blog or ways to contact your website. Yes, so this is pretty much about how you start making blogs on Typeflow, and then you can also have analytics. So we have pretty in-depth analytics. You can filter it by the last 30 days, today, real time, a lot of things. So this essentially brings all the power of Google Analytics within your Typeflow blog. And in case if you want to even integrate Google Analytics, you can easily do it with our code snippets over here. And no, further talking about it further, so we also have theme colors and layouts. So these customization options are pretty simple right now. They will always remain simple. We would not be wanting to make them very complex like WordPress themes, but we will in the coming weeks and maybe in a month or so, we will be adding more customizations so that you will be able to customize your blog much more. So we would be calling it something like theme customization and not theme builder, which means that we'll have just the right amount of customization, which should be fine for most of the people. And if you would like even more customization than that, then I guess WordPress itself is going to be the best option out for you. So the layout also, we have three types of layouts. Let me change the layout, and let me change the color of my blog. I click on update. So this sometimes takes a little time to actually reflect. Yes, it has not updated. Okay, yeah. You can see that this has updated now. Our background color has been changed. You can see that, our call to action, I mean, the category buttons, etc., have been changed to the theme color. And you can see that the layout now shows in a list view. So yes, this is the main stuff in Typeflow, and then like you can see, we have other settings for various different tasks like navigation. This is to view who have subscribed to your blog, and you can use webhooks to then send the data to your emailing platform from where you can send emails to your subscribers. We also have this settings area where you can customize and update most of the required things on your Typeflow blog. And yes, talking about the translation which I was telling you earlier, so this is where you do it from. You
Oh,
can
wait, where is that?
it is
Translations.
in the theme options.
Okay.
Yes, so you can pretty much. So we haven't set specific languages because we got feedback that if we use our own hard coded translations for different languages, it may not work out the best because some people, even though for example it is French, they would want to use a specific word for something like articles, for example. So you just have to do this one time, and then this will reflect accordingly on your Typeflow blog. Yes, that's about the dashboard. If you want me to show you something more specific, you can let me know and I can show you that.
Okay. Let's do a little bit more specific because okay, when creating blogs, SEO is very important. So how does Typeflow address SEO?
So right now, we have all the essentials in place for SEO. For example, if you want to have, like open graph image for your entire Typeflow blog, you can set it from here. And then for your individual posts, either while publishing a post or while editing a post, you can have we have the SEO area over here where you can have a meta title and description for your blog post, And talking about this too, so we will be improving this functionality to make it even easier for all of you, because this was also another feedback we got, that most people do not want to spend time on optimizing it very on a hardcore basis, but they would still want the best standards for SEO. So how we would be doing this is that we would be going through your post content, taking in a keyword from you, and then we will be using GPT to have a very optimized permalink for your post, along with a optimized meta title and description for your blog post. And we also have an auto generated sitemap feature. So every time you make any update to a post, or you add a new post, your sitemap will be updated accordingly. And on top of that, we also have an RSS feature in place already. I mean, even though RSS is not related to SEO, but yes, even RSS is in place already. So yeah, SEO settings are pretty basic right now, but these will definitely be improved, especially when our workspace extension goes live, because most of the SEO work is done while you are writing the blog post. So when you're writing the blog post, Chrome, our workspace extension over here will give you some simple suggestions on how to improve your SEO area. Something like the basic functionalities of what Rank Math provides for WordPress users.
Okay, so related to SEO, there are a couple more questions. What kind of support does Typeflo offer for podcasters and vloggers in creating SEO friendly show notes and episode guides?
Right now, we haven't gone to that area, to be honest. That is
Mhm.
something we have looked into. We may consider going down that route, but at the moment, we do not have any specific functionality for podcasters and YouTubers, because
Okay, actually,
we
I need the roadmap. Is it on your website, the roadmap? Yes,
um,
it is there.
what specifically?
Roadmap. So I because I want to share the roadmap with the
Yes,
audience.
yes, we have
I
a
found it. It's already here. I'll send it to them.
yes. So it would actually be based on demand. Our goal with Typeflow is that we would want to simplify all the publishing aspects of blogging, because right now creation of content has become very easy with AI. There are a lot of tools which you can use to create content, but publishing tools are still pretty old school, that you need to do most of the things manually. So we will be focusing mostly on the publishing aspects of blogging. You can still, like, if you want to use Typeflow for your podcast or for your YouTube channel, you can still do it by, like I showed you, that you can embed your YouTube videos or your Spotify podcasts, for example. But that is it for now. If we see actual demand from podcasters and YouTubers, we were actually also internally thinking about this, but nothing is like exactly confirmed for now. It will take some time if it happens.
Okay, now let me see. All right. And then this one is, are you using CDN and can we anyhow block viewing from any specific region?
Blocking right now is not possible by default. If there is any specific reason, you can probably do it in your Cloudflare account, and we have an integration with Cloudflare, especially for our subfolder hosting, the slash blog websites. And talking about CDN, so we use Vercel for our front end hosting. So Vercel gives us Versal is basically, it gives you with a CDN along with some added advantages, that CDN is basically used only for your image and assets that are distributed across the world. But Versal sort of hosts your entire type of blog itself on edge servers across the world, which means that your entire blog will load from the server location closest from where you're actually serving a request. So it is, in simple terms, it is, yes, we are using CDN along with a few more advantages that a generic CDN provides you with.
Okay, so yeah, I'm getting a lot of interesting questions here actually. So now let's go back to our other topics. Let me go through the questions. Okay. So now it's more about the account, like, or more about Typeflo itself. What programming languages did you use to create this?
Sure. So our front end blogs are built on Next.js. For our back end dashboard, we have used React, and our back end is on Node.js, and our back end is hosted on AWS.
Okay, so just to let you know, I don't understand any of those, but I think that is the answer to your question. Really, I don't understand any of those. Okay, now, what are the available integrations currently?
Right now, in terms of integration, that's only the webhooks. The next thing planned for integration is going to be a deeper Google Drive integration, since this
Mhm.
has been suggested by quite a few people that using our API, you will be able to publish posts on your Typeflo blog on an action change on your Google Drive. For example, once you have drafted a Google Doc, you simply add it to a Google Drive folder and that will be published. So this is the next integrate. I mean, this was one integration feature that our customers asked. So this is what we are building next. I mean, ESPs most likely in most cases are not very required for our platform. So we haven't considered any yet, but you can definitely get in touch with me and you can let me know your use case. I can definitely see the feasibility of it.
Actually, talking about ESPs, for because Typeflo is mainly using Google Content Management, right? In a way, now can we export the newsletter subscribers into Google Sheets, and then from Google Sheets we can sync it with our ESP? Is that possible?
So you can right now you can export all your subscribers to a CSV file and
Mm-hmm.
you can easily upload it to Google Sheets from there. CSV is just
Can it be automated, like with
right,
webhooks?
right now it is not, but with actually no, it is. Sorry,
It
I'm
is right with
yes,
webhooks.
sorry. Yeah, I mean, sorry, I got that wrong. We already have webhooks, so you can easily. And in fact, let me show you over here. I have for
Okay,
our
I'll show you one moment.
sorry.
I'll show your screen now. It's showing.
Okay, okay. You can see my screen, right?
Yes.
So our webhooks, I created this guide myself. So I made this guide on Google Sheets itself. So this guide over here actually shows how you can sync your email subscribers to your Google Sheets. You can see that the end result, all the email subscribers from my Typeflow blog have been added to this Google Sheet over here.
Right, like to have native integrations with your ES or with your autoresponder is nice, but for me, actually, the a simple integration with Google Sheets is more than good enough because um, most of the autoresponders we can actually sync with Google Sheets.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, again, so the goal of Typeflow would not be definitely to go very in depth in automations and integrations
Right.
because the platform will become pretty complex again. But the crucial ones, essential ones that actually make it easier for a lot of people, we will definitely consider it. But, like, as you told, since we already have a Google Doc integration, what lot of people can do is you can use Google Bard directly in Google Docs to write content and publish it from there. And then for example this Google Sheets integration, you are able to do a lot of stuff already. What is not possible, but it seems like it should be a actually needed feature, we will definitely consider adding it to our roadmap.
Okay, now, oh, let's see. This one is okay. So Fast said the Vercel servers are very snappy. First time I heard of Vercel today. Okay, and password protection for specific pages or blog category, is that a possibility?
Not right now. We are planning of adding a paywalled feature in the future, so we would consider adding password protection at that point of time.
You're right. Okay, and here I agree with Faz here. Like, keep it simple at all costs, but refine what you do to make it better and better. And that's really the way to go for Typeflow. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go see other questions. Um, So, in case of having multiple users, does the admin user have access to other users' accounts or websites, or will each user have their own personal login portal?
So admin will have access to all the websites, but the people added to specific websites will have access to only those specific websites.
So, admin is like the owner of the account, and then, okay, got it.
Right.
Let's see here. Now, this is talking about account limits. What happens after the 30,000 visitors limit placed on tier 1 is reached?
No,
Will the
so
website taken offline or what?
no, we will not be taking your website down because we consider that is not a good practice to do. So,
Mhm.
what we have planned about this is that we would also be giving you a little freedom on this. Like, if only if you are massively crossing 30,000 visitors for say 2 months consecutively, then we will be sending you an email asking you to upgrade to another plan. I mean, it can be a higher LTD plan if you are still on LTD. If you are not on LTD, you'll have to convert to a recurring subscription. And in case if you do not, upgrade, your website will not be taken down directly, but your dashboard access will be restricted until you make a decision on what to do next. I guess this would be the nicer approach, and
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah, that is how
Okay.
we plan to do it.
So let's see what are the next questions. This is a feedback from Asif that the user interface is very clean and user friendly. So
Thanks.
thank you for that. Um, this we have already answered earlier. How good is it for SEO optimized content?
It's great for SEO optimized content. We have worked pretty hard on our page speed insights, which is the most crucial aspect of SEO blogging. I have already shared a few screenshots on multiple Facebook groups. We have achieved almost 100 scores for all the four metrics of Google page speed insights. And apart from that, we are using all essential SEO features to have your blogs be SEO friendly.
Cool. Now, do you plan to add your own editor in the future, or will you stick to Google Doc for it?
Most likely, we would want to stick to Google Docs only for now because we are also, like I spoke to you about our Workspace extension. So you'll also be able to sync your blog posts within Google Docs itself. And we feel that this market in itself is pretty big for now. So for now, we do not have plans to add our own editor because then syncing with Google Docs becomes a problem.
Okay, and back to optimization. Does it have option to suggest optimization points?
So if this is content optimization, our upcoming Workspace extension will have this feature.
When is the upcoming workspace extension
It,
available?
we are targeting December end, but it could be maybe 1 or 2 weeks more than that because we also have to comply with a lot of Google policies for this.
Understandable, understandable. Okay. Okay, now this is about customization of the layout. So can the users customize the layout and design of their blogs with Typeflo?
So right now we are having color customization and we have three layouts. Very soon we are going to add a font customization feature also. So the reason we haven't added font customization yet is because we will be using natively hosted fonts. So this helps in faster loading of your website and better page speed inside scores in comparison to using Google Fonts, because Google Fonts, one reason it loads scripts from another website, that is Google's website, and a lot of people in the European region would have the GDPR issues. So that's why we are taking a little more time and developing this entire functionality where all the fonts can be locally hosted. And talking about more customization, so probably in a month or two, we will be adding more customization options. So yes, you'll be able to customize your blogs in more depth, but it will not be like a page builder type of customization where you can customize each and every element based on exactly how you want it to look. But there will also be a CSS functionality feature with which you will get more functionality. You'll get more customization options.
Okay, next is this. How does Typeflow support multi website management, especially for agencies and freelancers?
So we already have the multi-website feature ready. We have it with something known as organizations. You can manage multiple blogs with one Typeflow account, going from 3 websites on the lower plans up to unlimited websites on our highest plan. And we are also going to release our white labeled dashboard by December end, with which you can actually have a completely white labeled portal for your end client. So when they log in to the dashboard, it'll have your own branding with your own login URL, which would not show Typeflow's branding anywhere.
Okay, so this is the next question. What kind of domain hosting options does Typeflow provide for blogs?
um I didn't get this question.
Well, basically the domain is hosted on your on Typeflow, so that's it. So there are no other options. Just it's Typeflow, and it's
Right.
easy.
You can host it on your main domain name, subdomain, or your subfolder. So all the possible options are available with Typeflow.
Right. So it basically, you have to redirect or you point your DNS records to Typeflow, whether it's a
That's right.
subdomain, your root domain, or whatever. You can do it by making some or adding some records to your DNS.
That's right.
Okay. Um, okay. Now this is about post scheduling. Can users schedule blog posts for future publications using Typeflow?
Yes, we already have that feature, so that is possible.
And it will be also included in the extension, right?
Yes, yes, it will be.
Okay, good. That will be available around mid January, but the target is end December.
That's right.
Okay, so now we are clarifying it. Okay, now we are back to SEO question. Can we make schema with SEO feature of Typeflow?
But you can do it manually at the moment, but we will be adding better support for this with time.
Is that in the roadmap? I don't
Not
think I've
so.
seen that.
No, we haven't added to the roadmap, but this is definitely something we will be looking into because this is a core SEO feature.
Okay, good. Okay, what is the ideal image size for featured image?
So we have image optimizations in place already. We optimize your featured image on the home page based on the device size, like one for desktops and one for mobile. And there is no ideal image size needed. I mean, it's from your side only. Like the more optimized image you upload, the better result you get on the Typeflow blog.
Okay, so basically, Typeflow handles everything for us. So we just put a photo on our Google Docs, and the featured image will be uploaded. And you call that minimized or made small,
Compressed, actually.
compressed? Yeah.
Actually, it's a mix of both compression and size reduction also. So on the home pages, we reduce the size of your posts. On your post pages, we compress your blog post, the images.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, so can we export our blogs to transfer to WordPress in the future?
Yes, definitely. We do not have that feature right now. The only reason being we first want people to come into Typeflow, and then once we actually start getting requests from people saying, "Hey, I want to move out of Typeflow," that time 100% we will be developing an export feature also.
Okay, but now you don't have this yet.
Yes, but since the content is already on Google Docs, it still makes it comparatively easier to change your blogging platform in case you need to.
Okay, suppose someone visited my post from Google, but without reading, moved back to
Google and within.
Google, and within a few seconds went back to visit post from Google. Does this count as two visitors?
Yes, it'll count as two visitors, but but the third. If you're talking about our basic plan, we are the 30,000 limit is based on unique visitors.
Okay.
So this is
Yeah.
basically web. It's like a fundamental that the number of times someone visits your website that is added as a page visit, but the unique visitors still remains one as it is.
Okay. So the next question we have here: when will we be able to add custom templates?
So we will never be adding the option to add your own custom templates, but our APIs will be released soon, with which you can use Typeflo as a headless blogging platform. So you can have your own front end and use Typeflo for the back end. But custom templates will not be unless we become very big, like we become an actual WordPress competitor, which we do not want to be because we'll become another WordPress then. So for now, we do not have plans of custom templates.
Okay, so the idea here, guys, is first to make blogging simple for all of us without too much headaches like, hey, I need to update this plugin, or oh, there are some security issues, blah, blah, blah. Because right now, that is the headache of having a site on WordPress. So, what Typeflo is doing is getting all those headaches out so that we can start really enjoying blogging. Okay, so next is, are there any plans to come up with AI features to write blogs?
No, we are not going to go into the content creation because there are uncountable tools with which you can write content. But we want to be the tool you use to publish your content powered by some AI optimization.
Okay. Okay. Now, this is a follow up question earlier about the, is it counted as two visitors? So, what IP address is counted as one visitor, or it depends on the number from that same IP address is visiting?
No, so I'll tell you about this.
Mhm.
If someone has visited your website in a normal, that is not in a private window, but in your normal window, how many ever times they visited, it will be counted as one unique visitor. But the moment you open your website in a private or a incognito window, that will add to a new user. So this is not going to be IP based. The page views is not going to be IP based, but this is going to be the incognito. It's going to be based on how our analytics tool detects a new unique visitor, which is not based on IP address.
Okay. So, it's not based on IP address. Okay. Cool.
Yes.
Next is, can we sort blogs as category and tags?
Right now, no, but this can be considered for the future because right now we do not have people with many blogs, so we didn't consider this. But yes, this will be added with time. There's no deadline on this, but we will be considering this.
Okay, this one I actually don't understand this question. Any plan to link with Claudia? I guess it must be an app.
Yes, I do not know about it either, but since I do not know about either, no
Yeah.
plan.
So Nero, can you please clarify what is Claudia about? Okay, thank you. And okay, so I think this is something very important as well. Are there any plans to add internal linking option?
Yes, this is planned for the future.
And I believe there are more plans. Like I remember we were talking, and you want to add like a TLDR or table of contents in the beginning of the post.
Yes, so what me and Elma were talking about this earlier was that a lot of people do not like reading a lot of content once they land onto your blog post. So we can generate either a TLDR or a points of your blog post with AI. It will basically be a small floating button on the bottom left of your website. When they click on it, a simple TLDR or a points of your blog post will be generated, Once they read that, and if they are interested to read your content, they can then actually continue to read content. But we will be actually talking to more of you people with time and asking your feedback on this, whether you would actually think this is useful. If we find that yes, it is something that people would want, we will be starting to build out this feature.
Oh yeah, I want internal linking. Very definitely. That's
Yeah,
something that's
internal
quite
linking. Yeah,
important.
no, no. I'm talking about the the TLDR and point
Oh, the
switching.
TLDR. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry, we are
internal
already
linking
there.
will be done 100%.
Okay, now next is, are the Google Doc links that we share with Typeflo encrypted so someone can get a backdoor access into your Google Doc and change the content?
No, that is impossible because the only thing you're doing is you're sharing a public URL of your Google Doc. So that headache is not on us, but it is on Google. So if Google has some some backdoor or some privacy or security issues, only then it is possible. Which, in simple words, it means it is impossible.
Okay, let's put it this way. When you share the URL of your Google Doc to Typeflo, the URL is actually anyone with the link can view.
Right.
That's the permission. It's not can edit.
That's
So
right.
there's no way someone can make changes to that document unless they made a copy, but once they made a copy, the URL will be changed.
That's
So
right.
definitely no problems with that one. It's a Google security. Well, we are using Google security for this
No.
particular thing, so
You gave a
not an
better
issue.
answer to this.
Unless you get hacked, you can't get hacked. Then that's a
Yes.
different issue. Okay, so right, let me see. Oh, I'm dropping off as well the form for our live stream today. Okay, let's see. I saw a question here, but not. That's strange. Okay. The analytics of data of people visiting my website. Does Typeflo has access to these data, and will it be used by Typeflo in any ways?
To be honest, we do have access to the analytics, but we pretty much can't do anything with that because also the analytics tool, we are using a third party tool called Plausible for the analytics, which provides you with a privacy friendly analytics feed, like it's a privacy friendly analytics platform. So yes, we can access it, but we can't do anything still with it. It's I don't think.
I think everything is hidden. You don't get any personal information from that at
You're
all.
right.
That's weird because there is a question here. Let me just check. I've seen the ideal image size. We talked about that. I thought I saw a question from HM Shuja, but I cannot find it anymore. And I couldn't find it in the. Wait, let's find it again. Okay, now this is a question. Can we easily change footer and using link in it?
Um, if this means adding custom links to the footer, yes, that is possible.
Okay, actually, can we show that to them, like how to make some changes, like show it on the dashboard?
Yes, sure. Can you display my screen?
Yes, now displaying.
So we have two navigation options over here. One is for the header, and the second one is for the footer. I click on add, and click on home. So this is how it works, and I can drag or change the order once I add multiple. Let me just add it anywhere. When I receive policy hashtag photo. 1 second.
Okay.
I need to use an actual URL over here. Yes, so this is how you can customize your footer. You can also customize the copyright text. For example, let me show it to you on our other customers' website too. I think these guys have changed their footer. Okay, they do not have a menu over here, but they have customized the copyright text and the menu is changed over. I mean, the menu you can see that you can add menu footer menu items over here.
So does it have a default privacy policy? Say, I just started my blog and I don't have the time yet to write my own privacy policy.
No, we do not have one right now, but if this is needed, it's possible to. We can we what we had planned for this is that we can add some simple posts by default when you create a new Typeflo blog, and you can simply duplicate those Google Docs because everything, all the content is actually written on Google Docs. So even the privacy policy page, for example, you will actually have to write it in Google Docs. So what we could do is that we can give you a duplicatable privacy policy page that you can slightly edit in Google Docs, and that can be reflected on the footer of your Typeflow website.
Okay. And when it comes to the cookies, um, do you have any, does iFlow have anything about those widgets, the pop-ups like, hey, is it all right to collect cookies, accept all, reject all, and stuff like that?
We by default aren't collecting any cookie data because even
Mhm.
as I told you, our privacy friendly. I mean, our analytics feature is also privacy friendly, which means that also does not track or collect any data. We got some feature requests of adding a simple cookie pop up. We may add a simple one ourselves, but if you want to add an external one, you can add that by embedding it in our code snippets option.
Okay, because that is very important right now. When it keeps on changing. So basically, you're saying that you're not collecting any data, but the reader or the visitors would like to know that, hey, we are not collecting any data from you, and therefore we're not collecting any cookies or something like that. Okay, if you can have a pop up like that, that would be great.
Yeah, we can consider this on our roadmap. This is not tough to be implemented either, so we can do this pretty easily.
I'm reasonable. Okay, just kidding. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, this is the question. Thank you, HM. This is the question that I was looking for earlier. I couldn't find it. So, does it have the option to discourage search engines from indexing this site, like
No, we
for
do not have this option, but if you have an actual use case, we could consider adding this
okay,
because we've started Typeflow as a blogging platform where you would want search engines to discover your website. So, in case we start getting people who do not want it to be indexed, we can add this feature easily. You can just raise this feature request on our idea board.
okay. And next here, can we send Typeflow analytics to other platforms for aggregate analysis?
You cannot do this directly from your dashboard, but we should be able to do this for you. Like on case to case basis, if you want, we can do this for you already.
Okay, just send an email to Hrithik. Hey, I need this. I
Yes,
think they will help you out.
yes.
Okay, cool. So, and are there any plans to add related posts at the footer of each blog post?
We already have a related posts feature, which is of course pretty simple and straightforward right now, where it just relates posts based on the category or on the author. Once we add have our internal linking feature, that time we would of course be improving the related posts feature to show the posts based on the internal links in the blog post.
Okay, so this one, I believe we've answered this already earlier, but any plan to have different languages in Typeflow?
Yes, so like I already said, you can right now you can translate it to your own language, and everything on the Typeflow website will reflect accordingly. RTL is not available at the moment, right to left. We would consider this also in the coming months, since it's not a very high priority request at the moment. And talking about local languages, we would be adding AI translations very soon. So in the next few, not I would not say few weeks for this, but in the next month or so we would have our basic AI translation feature in place.
Okay. Oh, and by the way, Niru, the dashboard is in English. And
Yes, yes,
whatever you write in your Google Docs, whatever language it is, whatever kind of characters, is the one that will be displayed on Typeflow. So it does
yes,
not really matter. So there's not really an integration in a way because the language is happening already on your Google Docs
that's right.
before you post. Okay. It's tough to answer questions while looking for questions. You know that. Okay. Right. So okay. So you use cookies to find unique visitors. Unique
No,
visitors.
we do not use any cookies. Like I already mentioned, our analytics tool does not track any data from visitors.
Okay.
So no
Now,
cookies are used.
can we add pixels?
You can add pixels with our custom header footer options at the moment. We would Pixels is not considered right now as a direct integration, but analytics and search console, we will be adding even more improved integrations down the line. But yes, in short, it's possible.
Okay. Good. And okay. Yeah. Regarding the related post. So yeah, because this way we can keep visitors hooked on some more. Like yes, related post is very important. So I hope that we can that you can implement that quickly.
Yeah,
Oh, we
100%.
already have it, right?
Yeah, yeah,
It's part
rated
of it.
post is already available, but that's what if you are expecting it with internal linking, that will be done once we have the internal linking done.
Okay. And any plan to embed videos or forms directly?
Directly, as in, natively, we would not be supporting video hosting or forms, but you can do this already with any other platform. Wherever your video or form is hosted, you can embed it to the Typeflow blog.
But how about, say, for your specific blog, you want to put a form in there and you put an embed code of the form within the blog? That is possible, right?
Yes, yes, that is possible. You can embed the form code in your Google Doc, and that will
Mhm.
display on your Typeflow website.
Right. And then um, so that form is definitely connected to your form, how do you go, form software or the data collection software.
Right, right.
Right. So we have to think creatively. Like just because there's no direct integration doesn't mean that it cannot be done. So we have to be creative at using our software. Okay.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. And that's done. That's done. Oh, okay. Question on team size. How big is your team?
So we are two co-founders working along with two more people. So you can see a team of two along with two more contractors.
Sorry, with okay, okay, contractors. How
Yes.
come there are only two blog posts on Typeflow's website?
Understandable, we are ourselves a blogging platform and we just have to, but so right now, see, I mean, we would be doing blogging mainly for SEO, and since we are a very initial right now, we are not focusing on SEO at the moment. We are focusing on other marketing channels. In down the line, in I think 1 2 months, once our LTD is done, we would be focusing on SEO blogging, and that is when you would actually start seeing a lot of blog posts on our Typeflow blog.
Okay. And how will your internal linking feature work? If you could please explain.
With our extension, with the Workspace extension, we will be able to, get to know the blog posts that have been published to already on your Typeflow website. It will not work with your Google Docs because that will again cause privacy issues. But this will work based on the posts that are already published on your Typeflow blog, and with that we will be giving you options to either manually add an internal link or us doing it automatically for you when you're publishing the blog post on the Typeflow website.
Okay, so you're saying that, say, I have 10 blog posts already published on Typeflo, and then I'm writing a new blog on Google Docs. Now your internal linking feature will be able to link any of those 10 blogs that I have already previously published to this new document, right?
Yes,
But
yes.
not the future documents.
um we would have to see that that also could be possible, but the only thing is it should all be related to the content in Typeflow and not in Google Docs.
Yes, yes, that's what I mean. Like, for example, okay, now I will have a blog about Typeflo on my blog, and then yesterday, okay, and then tomorrow I have a blog about another software that I'm using for generating content, and I want to link it back to my Typeflo. So can my Typeflo blog, or my blog about Typeflo be linked to that other blog as well, not the other way around? Because
Yes,
I'm sure, yeah.
that will be possible. The straightforward reason being because all your content is actually hosted on Typeflow itself. It is not on Google Docs. We
Mhm.
actually are hosting it, so all that data is available directly with us. So that will not be a problem.
Okay, okay, got it. So it's two way, like before and after, whatever. It's a bit confusing to look at it all the time. Yeah, when it comes to time. Okay, so there are no more questions, and then I believe that they have also filled up the forms already.
All
So
right.
let me have a look. Okay, so I will export all these. So please give me a moment. So any more questions, guys? Just ask. We are still here.
Yes.
Okay, so almost ready. And let me share my screen. There you go. Let me sort it first. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for joining our live stream with Typeflow founder Ritik today. And today we have a giveaway for three tier one LTDs. And we have here Aaron John, Abir Ahmed, Amir Azad, Amir Rao, Asif Rayin, Ayesha, BL, Bravely, Kenna, Eugene, Fardeen, Faz, HM, Joginder, I cannot read this, but Kim, that's the last name, Mark, Mary, Istiak, Musam, Ngok, Okay, so there is a question here.
Yes.
So can we edit and update old blog posts directly on Typeflo?
Yes, possible.
That directly on Typeflo, no, right? You
I mean,
make your changes in Google Docs,
yes, yes. You make it in Google Docs and click a button that will reflect on your Typeflo blog.
right? So the changes are not done in Typeflo. The changes are done in Google Docs, and then it is automatically updated on your blog.
That's right.
Okay. So because we have to be careful here, like if you say, "Oh, edit in Typeflo," but you're not editing in Typeflo, you're editing in Google Docs. Always remember that the editing is in Google Docs. Okay, sorry, I wasn't sharing my screen earlier, so let's start again. So we have Aaron, Amir. Oh, two Amirs: Amir Azad, Amir Rao, Asif, Ayesha, BL, Brave, Chena, Eugene, Fardeen, Faz, HM, Joginder, Kim, Mark, Draper, Mary, Stiak, Musam, Ngok, Prince, Rana, Rafi, Rahul, Ranveer, Robert, Shuvo, Sujib, Somashekar, Subha, Sujit, Tusar, Victor, and Zadid. Okay, so let's answer one more question before we do this. Is there a backup for our content in Typeflow in case our Google accounts get nuked?
Yes, there is. So that will not be a
Oh,
problem.
but how can we update the blogs that are already in Typeflow if that's the case?
Yeah, so that is going to be a problem in case you're not able to log in itself to your Google account. But if that is the case, we will have to help you out manually. So that is the way right now. But yes, it does not mean that your content is gone forever.
Okay, yeah, because yeah, it's very secure. But then if your account gets nuked, you don't also have an access to the Google account, so that's a bit tricky. Yeah, let's see that. Okay, so interpret I already added. Hey guys, did you fill up the form? Because I downloaded the form already. Okay, doesn't matter. It's already added. Okay, no more additional after this. Okay, so let's do this. But yeah, so good question, Faz. That's what Goku is saying. Very cool. So let's start. Okay, the first winner is Ayesha. Is Ayesha here? Hello, Ayesha. Okay, let's do a shuffle again. So I added Shiva Kumar. Okay, let's do this. Okay, our winner is HM Shuja. Hello, HM. Are you around? So Ayesha is here. And then, so I'm waiting for HM to say he is around. So HM is around. Thank you. And Ayesha confirmed she's here. Rahul Bomik. So where is Rahul? Okay. Okay, so Chena is saying even if the Google account is blocked, posts are on the website so we can copy them.
Yes,
So
that's right.
that's also a good way to do that. So, okay, so here we have Rahul Bomik. Thank you, Rahul, for joining us live, and congratulations on winning Typeflo Tier 1 license. So, thanks so much, everyone. And who's this? Are you an AI or alien? Oh my goodness. Okay, so it would be great to add global widgets, but on a group of pages rather than in the header or footer. Is that possible? Or maybe a specific category? I don't know.
We have planned this for widgets and for call to action sections for based on either individual posts or based on categories of posts.
Okay. So since Rahul Bomik is in YouTube, Rahul, I will send you an email later on, and please wait for it, okay? But do make sure that the email that you put in the form is correct, or else I couldn't send you an email. Okay, so congratulations to all the winners, and thank you so much, everyone, for joining us live today. And I hope that now you understand what Typeflow is all about, and why it's so simple to use, and it's really a very promising tool. So until next time tomorrow, I'll see you again with one hash chat. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye
And
bye.
let's
Thanks
okay,
everyone.
thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.